You mentioned that you're nearing the end of your pregnancy and you're concerned because you only have one car and your husband is often gone with it during the day. And what do you do if your water breaks? And it sounds like this happened with your first pregnancy and it could very well happen again. And so you're doing well to think ahead and to get a plan. The amount of time you have after your water breaks varies so greatly. It depends on whether or not you're contracting and hurting when your water breaks. What was your cervix dilated to at your last appointment? So say that you're contracting and hurting and your water just broke and you were 4 centimeters at your last appointment. You need to get to the hospital ASAP because after your water's broken, things go more quickly during labor. 1 out of every 10 women will have their water break outside of the hospital, but 9 out of 10 have to have it broken for them during labor. And the reason why we do this in labor is to help make labor go faster because there's a cushion of fluid between the baby's head and the cervix if your water is still intact. And that prevents the baby's head from applying a lot of good pressure on the cervix. But as soon as that cushion's gone, when your water's broken, the baby's head drops and applies a lot more pressure. And this is what makes contractions become stronger and more frequent, and thus it helps labor progress faster. So let's say that you're just sitting at home, you're not hurting at all, your water breaks, and you're like, it's time. You probably have a good amount of time, but you can expect contractions to start to increase from that point on, or to start if they haven't been happening at all. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, sometimes it takes hours, so really there is no way to tell how long your labor lengths will be. With all of this said, because you might be at home without a car, it would be best to get a backup plan. Talk to friends and family who live close enough that they could be on call for you and available in case you need to be taken to the hospital. And of course, there are other reasons, in addition to having your water break, that you should go to the hospital for. So contractions, if they're 4 to 5 minutes apart and they've been that way for 1 to 2 hours and they're strong enough you're having to breathe through them, it's time to go. Because you might have to get a few things in place beforehand, you might want to call and get arrangements going when you start contracting, just in case it turns into something exciting. If you start having any bright red vaginal bleeding, if you feel like your water broke, or if you're not feeling your baby move as much as you usually do, those are all reasons, in addition to having your water break, that you should get checked out for. Now, you asked another good question about how long it might be before it's dangerous for your baby if your water breaks. And in most cases, it's not dangerous for your baby if your water breaks. It's just how fast labor is going to go afterwards. Do take note, though, of the time and the color, and if the fluid is green, then that means that your baby has experienced stress at some point and they've had a bowel movement inside of you. And that's why the fluid's some shade of yellowish to greenish, and that green means go. Just go to the hospital as soon as you can so that they can check you out and make sure the baby's okay. The other piece to the puzzle is that once your water's broken, there's a barrier between the inside and outside world that's naturally created by the amniotic sac, and once it's broken, then the chance of infection increases and it goes up with time. So we really want you delivered within 24 hours if you're full term and your water's broken. So again, you have some time. It will probably naturally happen faster than that. The bottom line is just get to the hospital as fast as you can. I hope the very best for you. And if you have more questions for me before your pregnancy or after you've delivered, please feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.